Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another video. It is an absolutely splendid day here in Pennsylvania. Gorgeous weather outside, 41 degrees. Man, I'm feeling like I'm in the Caribbean right now, dude. Coming off this winter, it's been a little brutal. The F450 is salty as Salt Lick right now, man. The deer are attracted to it like crazy. And I am on a different camera this morning. Yeah, if you saw my last upload, my poor A7C, that was only a month and a half in service, is already out of service. It's got water in the body and everything. So hopefully this camera's gonna work. This one came out of an interim retirement. Seems like everything's going pretty well right now. Hopefully it doesn't drop the ball on us. So guys, we are over here at Lime Ridge Automotive this morning in their new parking lot. If you guys missed that news, they actually just bought the building next to their original building. It's real big. They're gonna be slowly moving over into this building over the course of 2021. So if you decide to stop over this lot later this year, you might be shopping for your truck in this new parking lot right here. It's super exciting. I'm stoked for these guys. Today's a really big day, not only because Dream Diesel giveaway number 16 is now live and you can get 10 times entries to win this truck. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Delmonico is Dream Diesel giveaway number 16. So not only can you get 10 times entries right now to win that beauty of a 5th gen 2019 Ram 12-inch display, concave 2414s, paint match to the moon, but also $15,000 cash. Click that link in the bio and get entered, guys. The 10 times multiplier is the biggest multiplier for the entire giveaway. No secrets on this one. So we got Jake over here. My man's chowing down on some breakfast.
Yeah, man. Nothing like some container eggs.
He's shooting for his protein intake this morning. What do you got, 3 eggs there?
4, yep.
Did you bring me breakfast? You should have just said yes and sent me out to the truck. I would have gone.
Close the door behind you.
Then we got Vlad JPG out here. This is the man, the myth, the legend behind all of our freaking amazing photos. He's got a little bit of coffee this morning. It's not all that early. It's 9:49.
Yeah, that's early.
Well, I don't know whose definition book you're coming out of right now.
Ours.
So these guys are out here chilling. We've got some light painting action going on. Check out the pictures that Vlad is in the process of taking. So are you gonna mash all these like together essentially?
Layers in Lightroom, and then you just mask out the other layers. And
they are freaking smooth. This building over here is perfect for all of our media that we do. Pictures and videos in this spot, so sick. Brody at Accelerate absolutely crushed it on the paint correction and coating that he did on this truck. This paint is just ridiculous. Dodge, if you want, you can use this as a rolling advertisement. Believe me, your sales will triple if people see what a truck of yours can turn into, guys. This thing is awesome. One of you is going to get one of my favorite trucks that I've ever had. I drove this one for a while. As you know, you guys were saying Delmonico was gonna be given away a long, long time ago, and today is the day, boys. It is live. So I'm gonna let these guys keep doing what they're doing back here, getting some absolutely sick shots. Stay tuned to that. If you wanna follow Vlad at Vlad JPG, I'm gonna put his information in the description below. Don't follow Jake, don't worry about that guy. You guys want the lights back off? See you, boys. All right, here we go. Guys, the next truck that we're revealing on the channel, oh, this light almost just took away the surprise. The element of surprise is right there. Can you see what it is? Oh, you guys are about to love what you're gonna see. Jake, do you know where the lights are for back here? Take a guess on what it is by its cold start. What day is today? Let's see here. It is February 6th, my friends, and I'm still DURTYMAX Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, check out the new L5P Denali Duramax that I've been hiding from you for a little while, but is now fully debuted and revealed on the channel. I'm so excited about this thing, you have no idea. Real quick, before we go into the details of this truck, because there's a lot of them, oh, it's not there. Ugh. I'm disappointed in this stuff, guys. Advanced Auto Parts picked it up because we literally just ran out of all the enthusiast detail spray.
Pitter patter.
We use lots of it. I'm talking like 5-gallon buckets, lots of it. And literally over there this morning, we were detailing up Delmonico for the giveaway photos. Ran out of detail spray, so I ran out to Advance and grabbed this stuff, and streaks and smudges. Look at this, guys. Not trying to bash these guys, but definitely not as good as the Enthusiast stuff. Not any means.
Yeah, no, Enthusiast is way better.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I actually drink a bottle of it every night. That's actually where it's going.
No wonder you're growing that beard out so well. Just kidding. Do not do that.
We're both at the same time.
Do not. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, back to the fact that we've got an L5P Duramax on the channel now. And finally, I can say that I am in fact still DURTYMAX Jack. There was a moment in time there that I was starting to get a little bit stressed out because I wasn't going to have a Duramax on the channel. And although I love all diesels, no matter the brand, no matter the badge on the front, it just wouldn't have been right. So we found this one and we jumped on the opportunity. So this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a 2018 Denali HD L5P Duramax, and it sounds fantastic. This truck right here came out of Augusta, South Carolina. A friend of mine had the willingness to sell it to me. As you guys see, the truck right here is exactly how he picked it up from the owner. Yes, in fact, this thing is tuned. It's got a 5-inch exhaust on it. These L5Ps sound redonkulous. Straight up a jet engine at flight every single time you start it up and drive it. I'm super, super excited. Now this thing's already got an array of modifications on it, and it looks really, really good as is. For some of you that follow my buddy JW Montoya, you might recognize this truck because he actually did a full review of it not all that long ago on his channel. Of course, you can tell here on the front end, this thing is done very well. I love the color scheme on it. It is very much OEM plus. So the previous owner did some color matching on this thing. He did the grill bezel, which is one of my favorite mods to do on these trucks. He had the headlights built, and they actually have switchback LEDs that I'll turn on for you guys here in a little bit. And then he did remove the lower valence, which is okay in my book. I see why some people do that. You can accomplish that look on these L5P or LML Denalis, but I kind of feel like something's missing when it's not there. Cruising around over to the side, suspension-wise on this thing, it is, take a guess. Take a guess, boys. What do you think? Is it stock height or is it reverse leveled? Ooh, decisions. It in fact is reverse leveled. It's got 2-inch drop shackles from our good friends over at McGoy's in the rear. It is stock ride height up front. So this thing rides like a Cadillac. We'll let Jake compliment that a little bit later, as he's the one that actually flew down and drove this thing home. I think his drive was about 12 hours or something like that, and he came back psyched. So that tells me that it was a pretty solid ride. This thing's rolling around on 24 by 14 concave American Force wheels. Super sick wheel design, by the way. Very, very simple. I like it a lot. I've actually never owned this wheel, which to me is kind of surprising at this point in time because I have owned so many sets of American Force wheels, but not that set right there, which I'm pretty excited about. And it's on a stretch tire. I'm not sure who makes these, as a matter of fact. Let's see here. They're Aturos. They look like they need a little bit of help, which we'll get to in a future upload. Let's just put it that way. Back to the paint match discussion. Its fender flares have been sanded down smooth and painted. Mirrors painted. It's got switchback LED turn signals here in the mirrors, also painted. Cab lights have been painted. Antenna and Sirius XM satellite radio receiver have been painted. And this exhaust. I know we got a 5 to 6 inch tip here, 5-inch exhaust that runs back, and this thing sounds amazing. Do you guys need a reminder? I feel like I kind of need a reminder. Being completely real right now, I know we could do that all day, but we got other details to cover. So all the tuning details and all of that other stuff related to its performance mods can also be found on JW's channel, because like I said, I had picked this truck up exactly as you see it. I haven't even actually driven the thing, but don't tell anybody. I know, it's kind of crazy. Would you look at that beauty right there? My goodness, my goodness. All right, guys, let's review. Worley Custom Fab Illusion Cherry upper radiator hose, Illusion Cherry driver side intercooler pipe coming off of the turbo, aka the hot side, intake with intake box and filter, and if you can see it buried way down yonder, the cold side intercooler pipe or charge pipe that goes into the actual motor itself. Very slick setup to say the least. This thing is very well done in my book. The previous owner of this truck, Mondo, has Elite Performance. Their information in the description below. They're the ones that basically got this truck looking the way that it is. Small spoiler alert at the end of this vlog, I'm going to reveal what we're going to be doing this thing, and I can't wait to go over those details. Hang around. And if you guys are really excited at this point in time, like I am jumping with joy in this super badass new building, give this video a big old thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Get out of there, Leaf. My old LML collected so many leaves in this drain spout off the L5P hood, which, by the way, is the most badass hood I've ever seen. And in total, these trucks right here from 2015 to 2019, whether it's the GMC or the Chevy version like my OG, are my all-time favorite body styles for the Duramax ever. I love my 2020, a lot of sentimental value with that thing, but it'll never top this body style right here. It's just perfect in every way, shape, and form. GM, you guys knocked it out of the park with this one. Why did you have to ruin something so good? The 2020s are great, don't get me wrong, but you could have made improvements to this body style right here, the K2XX body style, and they would have been extremely well received in the aftermarket. I get that you need to kind of innovate and evolve, and you have to kind of be cutting edge against some of your other competitors, like the Blue Oval and Fiat Chrysler. So I guess all I can say is thank you for leaving something so iconic behind. This one right here, complete chart topper. All right, so let me show you the lights on this thing. They're pretty cool. Grab the keys. So we lock this thing up. Boom, look at all this switchback action happening before our eyes. All right, let's do that again. So we've got orange in the headlights, orange in the mirrors. What's really cool about this is the symphony that's occurring before our eyes. We've got two lights that are horizontal in parallel on the headlight, and then we've got two lights that are also horizontal in parallel on the mirrors. Such a small little detail that I don't think anybody but me would notice, but I really, really enjoyed it. It's somewhat satisfying. So then, if we go ahead and unlock this thing, we get an orange to a very nice white, crisp, white LED. So white LED up on the cab lights there, those were swapped in. We've got, of course, our switchbacks there in the mirror. We've got our headlight in the center. Our bright running light switchbacks here in the headlights. It almost looks like on my camera right now that it's too much to shine through, but you guys totally get the point. It looks incredible. You can actually see on the camera right now, the frequency of that headlight is too much for my 24 frames a second right now. Look at that, that's kind of wild. Woohoo, boys, this thing is slick. Now, let's jump inside real quick here and grab ourselves this little doohickey, because this one right here actually controls the rock lights that are on this truck. Now, I'm not sure the brand of the rock lights, but this thing has 4 positions, and 2 of them are the ones that I need to push. The bottom ones light up wheeled lights. Now, these are kind of interesting. I've actually never had or reviewed or interacted with a truck with those things right here. They're interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. It's an LED strip that actually somewhat zip ties to the ABS sensor, as you can see right there. And then it literally just kind of like dangles for the most part out and around. There's like a little mounting bracket here. There you can see that's aluminum, and then the light strip actually goes around it. So it is pretty firm. Like I'm trying to shake it right now. It's not really going anywhere, which I guess is a little bit more reassuring. I was never really sure how those things worked, but yeah, they're kind of interesting. So that's position number 4, so I can turn them off. And then position number 1 is the rock lights. I'm not sure how many are on this truck. It looks like it's a dual pod. Boom, right there. That shines both to the right and to the left, so you don't have to worry about mounting them like we do, usually 3 per wheel well. Looks like there's probably one under here, one under there, one in that rear wheel in the back, one in the back, one in the front, to kind of give this thing a little bit of ambiance. It lights up pretty well. Turn all these off. All right, here we go. Let there be light. It lights it up really nice. It looks like a straight up UFO that came over here and took over the building. Rock lights are just one of those things that can set your build off so well at night. I absolutely love them. I wasn't really about rock lights at the very beginning of my automotive enthusiast kind of career, if you will, but they've grown on me a lot. Those wheel lights, I'm really not too sure. Drop a comment below, guys. What do you think? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you think they're lame? Do you think they're awesome? I'm gonna be reading your comments. Now back to the discussion about the valence. Right here is actually a paint match valence, but it got chipped and torn in one spot. I think it's over there. And that's why the previous owner had actually taken it off. So let's go back up front here real quick and talk about this. Do you guys enjoy the look of the Denali without the valence, or do you like it more with the valence? I'm gonna put a picture overlay here on the screen so you guys can kind of see a side-by-side photo of the same exact truck with and without the valence. What is it that you prefer? I'm leaning more towards this look right here. That's just me personally. Without a valence, it kind of looks a little incomplete. And to the inside, my friends, this is a classy combination. We've got the pearl red tri-coat on the exterior and then Cocoa Dune on the inside. It seems like the popular decision for most people is a black interior, I guess because, I mean, black will never go out of style. It's super classy. I, on the other hand, really prefer the Cocoa Dune or the alternative color interiors like I have on my Platinum, like I had on my 2020 Denali, like I've had on a lot of the other trucks that you guys have seen on the channel, just because it's different and I like to be different. I appreciate the fact that I go left when most people go right in life. So what's pretty cool about these Denalis is for the L5Ps, they actually changed something on the inside. And it's a minor detail. I wonder why they did it. Turn this truck on real quick, close the door. LML Denalis were notorious for their interior colors being red. And then in 17, when the L5P was introduced to 19, they changed the color to blue. I really have no idea why they did that. Maybe it was like their supplier ran out of red LEDs. I doubt that's the case. But it was just a completely random change. Now this still has the fully customizable digital display. You can go into settings, options. You can actually mess with your theme. So you have technology, standard, and media, and this will kind of reconfigure the center cluster, which I always thought was super, super cool. They got rid of that in the 2020s, no idea why. Another big question of GM's logic. But yeah, they put blue LEDs in these things, which brings back so many memories to my LML because they had that same blue hue in only the Chevys from 15 to 16. No idea why, the world may never know. So guys, legitimately, I have not driven this truck yet, and today we are going to break the ice together. Oh, tight squeeze. Tight squeeze. Two red beasts unite and meet each other for the first time on camera. Oh, what a monumental moment, my friends. So guys, here's just a quick color comparison between the 2018 L5P Duramax and Delmonico. The Delmonico color, in my opinion, is the classiest color that one could get. Dodge really knocked it out of the park. I love this red. I can't wait to show you guys what we're gonna do with it, but just check out this side-by-side comparison. You can really see how much darker that red is compared to that red right there. Completely different reds, but ironic that I have two very similar red truck builds on the channel at the exact same time. Essentially, the Denali version of Delmonico or the Delmonico version of the Denali. Look at the way that this red just pops in the sunlight. Oh my God, guys. This thing is unbelievable looking. This is definitely one of those I'm gonna snap my neck as I walk by kind of trucks so I can just soak up all of its angles and views. It's a completely different red than it is in sunlight, man. This is awesome. It's been killing me to keep this thing a secret from you guys. We've had it over here at Lime Ridge for about a week and a half, and I wasn't specifically holding out for any reason other than the fact that I had to wait for the perfect day. The weather's just been kind of miserable in Pennsylvania lately, but hopefully spring's around the corner because I'm ready to roll with the windows down. Who else agrees? Inaugural cruise in the 2018 L5P Denali. It feels good to be back in a Duramax, to say the least. We've got the sliding rear window in the rear, Cocoa Dune accents on the inside, and a sunroof, heated steering wheel, heated seats. Oh my God, the feels right now, guys. Buckle up for safety. Put the seat way down, which is one of my favorite things to do in the Duramax, is you can go super, super low rider in these things. And I might as well set my memory right now. Feels good to be back. Guys, the turbo spool is ridiculous on this thing. It almost sounds exactly like my Stealth 64. That turbo whistled so much compared to stock, but it's almost like this stock L5P turbo does exactly that. Windows down for the fullest effect, of course. Man, sunroof, guys, this feels so good. Not like this puddle's going to feel though. This kind of sucks. We're just gonna have to drive in the left lane for a minute. Sorry, I hope you don't mind. No, the truck is getting so dirty right now. The winter struggles, my friends, just never cease to. Oh my God, you hear that? Okay, all right, well maybe that took a little bit of the pain away. Yeah, Jake wasn't lying when he said this thing rode extremely well, which I definitely could relate to. Dream News giveaway number 13 was the exact same way. That was Silver Bullet, the one that was compound turbo and made 700 horsepower. That was also lowered down, drop shackles in the rear, factory ride height in the front, decranked on the torsion bars. And guys, I'll tell you what, these GM trucks with their independent front suspension is a completely different ride quality than any of the solid axle trucks. It's almost like more car-like, which it's kind of a weird way to put it, but it just drives completely different. Jeez, I hate when my foot slips. Isn't that the worst? I don't know if the audio is coming through on this camera, but the turbo on this truck makes a very interesting sound. It's the first truck I've driven with a Whirly Custom Fab intake and intake box. It almost sounds like a 5-blade turbo in a way. It's kind of interesting. I don't know, but I'm definitely not complaining. Guys? It seems like there might be a slight problem. Looks like somebody was having a really good time out in this field. I wonder who that could be. I'm kind of a little jealous of them. Listen to this thing. That will never get old. So, as I had mentioned earlier in this video, we're definitely going to be putting our twist on this setup, and that twist involves removing the tires that are currently on this thing because it looks like they're kind of at their end of life. Should we expedite their end of life? Kind of seems like the right thing to do to break in a new truck. Are you with me? Are you not with me? You tease?
Thank you for that.
Scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate it, boys? Drop a comment below.
I'm not sure they're gonna be able to see it. It was too smoky.
As long as they can hear it, that's all that matters.
Oh, they can hear
I think that's
it.
what they cared about most. This man. Oh my goodness, dude.
That's sick.
Thumbnail?
Here's
I
another
think
one.
so.
Definitely. You
How
had
to be a YouTuber. Vlad edition.
Just carry one of me around.
I got a Vlad in my pocket.
Do they offer a pocket size you? Now I feel like it's my Duramax.
No, you're good. They're still smoking, bro.
That's right, man.
Literally still smoking.
These L5Ps are burnout freaking animals. They just sputter, dude. Put that thing in manual tap mode, tap it up 1 or 2 times, and call it a day. But yo, can we just take a minute? Oh my God, you might win that truck. I am so jealous. Have fun, boys. Go make that gold.
Limeridge has some new lines.
Ah, yes, my friends. Check out the sprinkles. She's officially ours, guys. Welcome to the family, you L5P. We are officially DURTYMAX Jack. Yet again, we will never ever go without a Duramax. Hopefully I don't regret saying that right now, but I just can't see it being possible. I kind of felt a little incomplete there for a while. I love my F450, I love Delmonico. Honestly, there is still so much life left in these tires. I guess these Aturos are just meant to be burnout monsters, because I was not being light on the throttle by any means, but maybe we'll roast them some other time. I just don't want to heat up the trans, because if you guys weren't aware, burnouts are actually not really the best for transmissions. I try to be somewhat light on them, sticking it in manual mode, shifting in first, second gear kind of casually when the RPMs kind of build up to a comfortable spot. I just don't really want to push my luck. Plus, the EGTs get super hot, and as we know, EGTs and diesels, we don't like to mix up too much hot temperatures all the time. Ah, man, good times, good times, good times. We are actually gonna be leaving this thing over at Limeridge today because my buddy Jay from Dent Repair is over here. He does paintless dent repair work. There happens to be a few little minor things that I want to get corrected. There's one right there, one right there. There's one in the door right here. Unfortunately, he is a master magician when it comes to fixing dents without damaging paint. So we're gonna let this thing rest. He's actually working on one of those Dodges over here at Limeridge now, and then the L5P is up. So we gotta think of a name for this thing. I'm tossing around a few in my mind, but I don't really want to bias your judgment yet. What should we call it? Drop your comments below, boys. Best one is gonna get pinned here at the top of the comment section. And for those of you that don't have names but want to input your suggestion, you gotta rank your comments up, so make sure you like your favorite. Whichever one has the most likes, we'll go with, because you guys are helping to influence this build. Back home with the F450, can't wait to bring the Duramax up here, guys. We've got a lot of plans, so we are definitely going to add our influence with that truck. It needs paint work. Obviously, tires need a little bit of replace now, and I don't know if I want to keep it kind of the stretch tire theme. I think rather I'd like to kind of take it up. I'm really not sure yet, but I'm gonna have all those details sorted out probably within like the next 2 or 3 days after this video goes live. So if you haven't commented down below already about the name, you should definitely let me know what we should do to it. I'm kind of thinking somewhat of a nostalgic throwback to the OG LML, being that it's that generation of K2XX truck, except in Denali fashion. Only time will tell. Also, guys, we are going to be posting some videos on off days. As you know, I post Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and we're gonna be posting these shorts kind of in between on-off days that I don't normally post vlogs, as a means of kind of keeping you guys up to date with little things that we're doing on the back end, highlights, this, that, and the other. So I just wanna let you guys know what those are before they start popping up in your newsfeed here soon. Stay tuned for some really badass videos coming up shortly. I've got some awesome video ideas in the pipeline right now that we'll be posting soon. I'm so excited about them, guys. I can't really go into any details right now because I don't want to spoil anything, but you're definitely going to enjoy them. That being said, boys, grab some entries for Delmonico, because you might take home a 2019 3500 limited 6.7 Delmonico Red Cummins and $15,000 in cash. 10 times entries are live for the first week. Biggest multiplier of the entire giveaway right now. That being said, guys, we'll see y'all in the next upload.